Welcome into the Hyundai Studios here for STO Sidekicks. I'm Will Ewing, joined alongside Ashley Collins.
Just Ashley Collins.
I'm under the gun today. There's so much going on, I can't even give you a euphemism.
Losing his touch, but that's okay, guys. We're talking Super Bowl commercials here on STO Sidekicks. Super Bowl 47, the Ravens win it. You know, the best part, I think, is the commercials. Do you agree with that or no?
No, I don't.
The
it's
game
a good
is
part
way
of it,
more.
but it's not the best part of it.
For me, when the Ravens are in the Super Bowl, the best part is the commercials, right?
For me, it's the food.
Well, we broke down the commercials into some categories. We have food, we have beer, we have miscellaneous, and of course, car commercials.
Or as I like to call it, Will's Saturday night. We start off with cars, that category, and Ashley, you and I both agree, yes. Audi takes the gold in that one.
Look at you, so dashing. Come on. Nowadays, lots of people go by them.
It's a cute little story. Gets the homecoming queen.
Prom.
Or prom. There's homecoming queens too.
Yeah, but it was prom, I saw it.
Oh, you did? Yeah. You were paying attention to that, right?
P-R-O-M.
Thank you for spelling it for me. I did not see. The prom queen, and then the prom king comes and gives them, you know, a shiner. So
right.
I liked it. Audi looked good in it. Audi looked good in it. He has to correct me every time.
You know what I liked about it, Ashley, was I feel like it got back to the vehicle. And a lot of these commercials, you watch it and you think, oh, that was funny or that was clever. Wait, what product were they selling again? But this kind of, it had something to do with the actual car, and that's why his mindset changed, and he was a different guy because he was driving the Audi. So it was funny and clever, and it tied back to the car. So that's why I voted
parking
for
in
that
the principal spot, right? And then they showed the Audi at the end, just driving fast down the freeway.
Principal wasn't Mr. Belding because he would not have gotten away with that.
Let's take a look. Bell throwback, I love it.
And see what you guys voted for. Fans thought Ram was the best, with 69%, Audi taking 21%, Kia and Jeep tie at 5%. The Ram commercial for me, I think what it is we are urban people. We live in the city, and we can't really relate to the farmers.
It wasn't for us.
But I think if you are in a rural area, I think it ties to you, and you kind of can sympathize and empathize with that, and maybe it draws you in a little more.
Next up, we move on to beer, which is my favorite category, not only on STO Sidekicks, but in life too, right?
Yeah, let's take a look.
To my love, took it down.
I'm going with Budweiser for my vote on this one, and it's because of the Clydesdale.
Of course.
And anytime you make me cry during a commercial, I got to give you a point, and I did have some tears.
Mr. Sensitive.
I don't know what it was. I think someone spit on me, really. But
yeah, right.
Either way, I'm voting for Budweiser.
Okay, I'll have to go with Labatt. A little play on the A with Canada, so I'll have to go with the Labatt Bear as my favorite. Okay, the fans agreed with you, Will. Budweiser took 77% of the vote, so they must have, felt like you a little heartwarming feeling.
We have a lot of criers out there.
Labatt got 16%, Bud Light a mere 7% on our poll on Sidekicks.
But you were definitely right. Beer fell flat this year in the Super Bowl. But we moved from beer to food, or as I like to say, liquid and food, because I'm going with milk here. The Rock typically gets these roles in movies and TV shows where he's this guy that just saves the day, saves everyone. And this time he's passing all that up because he has to start his day with a glass of milk, and he has to get milk back to the girls too. And I think,
cute.
Milk promotes good bone health and everything.
It does the body good, right?
Isn't that what
I like, though, the Dorito commercial with the screaming goat. How could you not like a screaming goat? You know what I mean?
Let's take a look at what everyone else had to say with this category. 3% Taco Bell, Doritos, M&M's tie at 15%, milk 12%, and the pistachio nuts just 5%.
You know what? And I'm surprised because Gangnam Style was the new craze of dance that, took the country by storm, all over YouTube, all over everywhere, and everyone's building up this commercial because obviously he's going to do his famous dance in this pistachio commercial. And it was really weird, I thought.
We move on to the miscellaneous category, so if you're not a car, beer, food, or milk, you can fit into here, and let's see what did you like in this one, Ashley?
Okay, I have 2. Sorry, I know you're yelling at me. I can't just pick one. I loved the Best Buy commercial with the
Amy
Poehler from Saturday Night Live. I just thought it was hilarious. I liked it because she referenced 50 Shades of Grey in that commercial, which is my favorite book, and can't wait for the movie to come out. But she's hilarious, and I just thought that commercial was great. I also like the Tide commercial, though, with the Joe Montana stain. They played to the 49ers and to the Ravens. At the end, the wife washes the shirt and gets rid of this infamous Joe Montana stain on his jersey. So I'm going to go with those 2 as mine.
I gotta agree, Best Buy was a close second for me. I'm gonna go with Samsung just because I think it has people talking. Paul Rudd and their Seth Rogen, and they're basically reconnecting after the Knocked Up. They're
Yes.
reconnecting after Knocked Up. Both making jokes back and forth at each other. It was funny,
It was
it was humorous,
hilarious.
and then you see Samsung at the end, and I think you're talking about that. What commercial was it? Samsung. You go buy a TV, you go buy a Blu-ray player.
Yep.
Oh, Samsung. And then,
Let's see. Fans agreed with half of me, the good half, of the tie, receiving 44% of the votes. 25% was the Leon Sandcastle, the Deion Sanders play, which I
was
liked
okay.
that
Yeah,
one.
that was okay.
Now, 18%, the GoDaddy.com commercial, which has everybody up in arms about this making out session between the nerd and the beauty, you know, all that stuff.
that
What
guy
did
probably
you-
waited in line all night
This
for
is
that
hilarious.
audition.
But do you know, and he looks so young, right? 35 years old he is. He's in a lot of movies as an extra. So he's, you know, been around the scene a little bit. No one really would notice him, I guess. I think he was in Austin Powers and a few other things. How happy is he that he got that role? You're right.
yeah, he's
But a lot
excited.
of people don't like it. They're very against it. It was
But
gross.
it's memorable.
And people
So
are
that's
talking
what
about
you
it
gotta do.
100%. 12% had the Samsung, and the only commercial, the other half of me, to not get a vote was the Best Buy.
You were on both sides of the spectrum there.
That's why I picked two. I had to be, you know, a little bit of right, a
Okay.
little bit of wrong. Okay? Guys, continue to go to our Facebook page like you do every week. Thanks for voting this week on the great Super Bowl commercials here on STO Sidekicks. We will post some new questions for you. You can weigh in with your opinion.
And maybe send in us some commercial ideas, and maybe you and I will try to reenact one.
Act it
What do you
out,
think about
right.
that?
Sure.
That's all the time we have for Ashley Collins. I'm Will Ewick. Peace out, Cub Scout.